Alright, so I have the assignment requirement here. Today we're gonna start from the, oh actually, yesterday when we do the widget new, there's an arrow I didn't put, like let me show you. So this is our page new, open with that server. So it is fine when the screen is big enough to display the both left and right parts, but when the screen gets smaller, the left button here is disappear because it's on the left. It's on the left navigation bar. It's on the left of here. So remember the left part, they are all hidden when the screen gets smaller. So what we're gonna do here is like when the screen is getting smaller, we also need to add a left button on the right side. But that button only visible when the screen gets smaller. When the screen gets bigger, we can hide it. Right? We're gonna add in a left button here. So the way we add it, we're gonna using Bootstrap. So we're gonna go to the document, display property, right? Display. So we're gonna using the example to provide here, down here. These two class, d_none and d_large block. What it does, it's gonna hide on screens smaller than, hide on screen smaller than large. Is that this one? Hide on screen wider than large. Yeah, this one. Actually, gonna be the first one. d_large none. Gonna hide on screen wider than large. We're gonna create a button, and the button gonna hide when the screen is wider than a large screen. And when the screen gets smaller, we're gonna show that button. Right, we're using this d_large none class to do it. So let's add a button to it. Let's say here's my code. This nav here is a navigation bar. So this div here, first div is the left part, and the second div here is the right part. So I'm gonna adding a button here. Let's say add A. Actually, I can just copy the link here. That's good. That's the same link, just go back to the previous page. Copy the link here. Right, so right now I actually have two left button, and I'll hide this one when the screen gets bigger than large screen. So we're gonna have a class d-lg-none, and it should be hidden. Right, you cannot say that, but when the screen gets smaller, it just come back. Right? That's how you do it. So adding the same left button on the right navigation bar and apply class d_lg_none, which is going to hide when the screen is wider than large screen and show when the screen gets smaller. All right, that's a Bootstrap. It's basically just very easy. If you just write your own CSS, you can also do that.
And the user button at the bottom, it's on the left side. Should it be on the right side?
Huh?
The little guy at the bottom?
Yeah.
Shouldn't he be on the right side?
Yeah, we can put that on the right side. It's up to you. So yeah, it doesn't matter. You can also even put that into the middle. So if you want to put the link to the right side, it actually takes you a little bit extra works. So you're gonna have to create a div, a block element around this link, right? Around this icon. Let me fix it. So it's gonna be something like this. Gonna be a link is inside this div, and for this div, in the navigation in the footer for this div, we're gonna apply a class called full width. It's not a Bootstrap class. We're gonna do it by ourselves. So it's gonna be dot full width, and we'll set its width to 100%. Right now, this block have like a full space there to allow the content inside it to be float, and then we can just semicolon. Oh yeah. And here I'm gonna say a class float right, and it's gonna be float to the right side. Oh, maybe not. What? Did I save the file? Website list. Oh, I did a website list, not website new. So it's gonna be this page here. So it's on the right. Right, it's actually on the right here. Yeah, I changed the website list. So if you just want to do it for all the pages, just basically just copy it to replace the old ones you did. Like this is for the website new. Just replace that one. Actually, I cannot replace it because the link is the link is same. So go to they're both in the same folder and both of them go into the profile page. So the link actually the same. So right now the page website new also have the icon on the right side. Right, you can still keep it on left. It's up to you, or you can just move it to the middle. I think just take center. All right. Maybe there's some other easier way, like just maybe use text to the right to move text to the right. I'm not sure it's working or not. You have to test it. All right. So let's go ahead to do the next page, which is a page list. The page list. The page list is actually very similar to the website list. Right? It's very similar. The only thing we're gonna have is just still the navigation bar, a list, and the footer, right? And the page new is just the right side of the website new. It doesn't even have the left side. And same thing for the website. For the page edit, you don't have to create the left side, just the right side. So I'm gonna help you to do the page list, and you can finish the rest of the two by yourself, right? So the page list, this one. Let me grab my notes. So I actually used another heading color. I'm using another navigation color here. Like the navigation bar is no longer blue. I changed it to the light gray. Well, it's up to you what color you're gonna use in your assignment. But here I'm just gonna make a copy of this one I have, and feel free to change it to other style if you like, right? So we're gonna start with a template, exclamation mark, and for the title, it's going to be page list title. Don't forget to bring the Bootstrap, Found Awesome, and your own CSS to here. So I'm going to copy it from some previous page, like website list. I have those things here. You can copy it from like other your previous page, or just directly grab it from the website, from the Bootstrap and Found Awesome website. Just copy these three lines, put them in the page list. Right. We're gonna start with a navigation bar as usual. So we're gonna have nav. For this navigation bar, we're gonna apply some class to it. Right, just a nav bar, and we're having some fixed top to move that to the top. Fixed top. Remember, it's fixed dash top. That's it. One class can only be one word. Right, it's just gonna be one word. No space. And the third class we're going to use is called navbar light. Just change the background to the light gray color. And the last class we're going to use is called bg-light. So when we have bg dark, the content on the navbar is going to be white color. When we have bg light, the content on the navbar is going to be the black color. Right, just going to make sure we can see the items in the navigation bar. Alright, and inside navigation bar, we're going to have three things, right? Just go left icon, the pages, and the plus. Right, so we're going to have firstly the icon, a tag here. This is go back to the previous page. So we come to the page list from the website list, right? We'll click the button in the website list and to the list name, right? We'll click let me show you an example. We'll click in the website list. We'll click this name. It's going to bring us to the page list. So actually, we come from the website list. So when we go back, we should go back to the website list. So this href here is supposed to go to the website list. That's the left icon. So it's going to be // jump out of the page folder, and then go to website folder / website list.html. All right. And inside the a tag, we're going to have an icon. The icon going to have a class FAS and FA dash chevron left. It's just a left icon, right? You can just get it from the Awesome. Yeah, here's a link. I cannot see it. I think I changed it to the white somehow. Let me just fix this a second. The second thing is going to be the navbar brand, right? That is the span. I think let me check what I have in the website list. I can just copy the span. Right, that's the span here. Let's copy that. Navbar brand MB0 and H1. We're gonna call it pages. Right, just change the content. It's gonna be enough. Copy it from website list. And we also need the plus icon on the right. So it's gonna be a tag href. It's going to go to page new. When I click the plus, it's gonna add in a new page. So we're gonna go to page new. And it's also going to be icon class FAS FA dash plus. Yep. And I think that's it for the navbar. I cannot hold on, let me just put it wrong. FAS, oh yeah, it's no dash here. FAS and FA plus, right? So those two links are not visible. We can change them in our own CSS, right? I'm going to change that in our own CSS. Open the style CSS. We're going to fix it by ourselves. So in here, I'm going to say this is for some pages. Let's separate them a little bit. This is a utility. Actually, both of them are utility. Nav A white. This is actually for a website, right? I'm actually going to change it a little bit, make it more precise, make it more accurate. So I don't actually want to change all links in the navigation bar into white. So I will change for the navigation bar who has a class nav bar dark. All link inside that into the white color. Yeah. And for the nav who has nav bar light color, change your link inside it into the color black. So now this is black color. Right, so for the dark navigation bar, the link inside it should be white. For the light nav bar, the link inside it should be black. Right. Alright, that is a navigation bar. And after navigation bar, we're going to do the page list, right? The list of the pages. Have the blog post, blogs, home, about, connect. That's 5 items. Right, we're going to start from the a div, and the class is equal to container. Gonna have an unordered list inside it. Remember, we can use in class list group. We did the same thing in the website list. And then we're gonna have multiple list item inside the list. First list item, class list group item. We actually need 5 copies of them, right? Let me firstly create the first one and copy it 5 times. In the list item, each list item we're gonna have 2 things. The first thing is the name of the page, and then the cog icon, right? 2 things. Basically the same thing as we did in the website list. So I'm gonna have create a link. This one is going to go to the widget list, right? When we click the page name, bring us to the widget list. The widget we have on this page, so it's going to be // and go to the widget folder, and then go to the widget list.html. Right? And the content of the first one, you're going to say blog post. You can change it to some other text, it doesn't matter. And after that link, we also have a cog icon here. Cog icon, A is go to the page edit, right? We're gonna edit this page. Icon class fa-cog. That's a cog icon. And also don't forget the class float right to bring that to the right side. Right, I think that's it for the first icon, for the first line. Yep. Blog post and the icon. At the first item, we can copy that whole list item and create like a few copies of them. Oops, I'm sorry. Copy them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to fix the indent. Gonna bring this out a little bit. Bring this guy a little bit out. Fix the indent. That's very important. Gonna make sure you do not, this one gonna guarantee you are not gonna missing any closing tag or missing something else. Gonna fix the indent. But, so the first one is blog post. The second one is it's all blog posts right now. Second one is blogs, home, about, contact us. So let's see, blog post, blogs. Oops, what's that? What blogs? And the home, about, contact us. Yeah, you can change it to some other text, doesn't matter. Just the examples. So we'll have the 5 pages. We'll have the 5 links here. All right. And let's go ahead and create the footer. Right. The only thing left is a footer. Outside of the container, I'm going to create a footer. Nav. Or you can use the footer tag. It's basically the same thing. Just using the footer tag this time. That actually make it. Okay. Actually, just using nav. Yeah, because we said for the nav tag, we actually change the style of it. Let's just use stay as nav. Otherwise, I have to create some other class to style it. Nav class, nav bar light, make it light color, fix the bottom, stay on the bottom, and BG light, same class we applied for the navigation bar. Right, still recording. We're gonna create a div class full width. And inside it, I'm going to create the links for the profile. So it's going to / jump out of the current folder, go to user folder, and go to profile.html. All right. Inside here, we are going to have icon. The icon class is FAS and the FA-user. Here we go. Why it is on the left? It's supposed to be go to the right. Flow width. Oh, I didn't float it to the right. So class float right. It's gonna be go to the right. Yeah, here we go. And when I click it, bring me back to the profile. Click here, bring me to the websites. Click this, going to bring me to the pages of this website. Yep. So that's it for the pages. And you can also click this one, go to the page new, and I'll leave this to you. And also when you click the cog icon, one of these cog icons should bring me to the page edit. I also leave this to you. Right? It's basically the same thing we did for the website. You just need to change the color. And then actually we're going to do one more thing today. Actually, 2 more things for the widget part. We're going to finish the widget list and the widget new today, widget chooser today. So when I click the page name here, it's going to bring me to the widget list, showing the list of widgets we have on this page. And we're gonna do this today. So the page gonna look like this one, widget list. You're gonna have a header, a nav bar, left icon, the name, and the plus is the same thing. And we're actually going to create a couple of widgets templates here. We're gonna have a heading, have some smaller heading, have some icon on each of them, and have an image, have a paragraph, had a heading, had a YouTube. So we're gonna add those things to it to make it look like similar to this one. All right, and also we're gonna have a footer. So let's go ahead working on that. So go to the widgets folder, widgets list. All right, let's start from template. Again, I'm gonna need to copy the 3 lines from the previous page, like page list. Copy the bootstrap, found awesome, and style CSS. Copy the 3 into it. Here we go. And we can start from the navigation bar. Navigation bar is going to be the same, nav. You can copy it from previous page and from create a class. We're going to create a class for navigation bar, class, nav bar, fix the top, nav bar light, BG light. Yeah, it's just those class. And inside nav bar, we're going to start from our first item, the left icon. Again, a tag. It's going to go back to the page list because we come from the page list. So / pages, page list. It's going to be icon. Class of it. Class of it. It should be fa dash chevron left. Did I spell it correct? Yeah. Chevron left. Yeah, I think it's correct. Let me check it. Widget list. Yeah, here we go. I have a left icon here. That's correct. Keep going. We're gonna have a span here. I keep forgetting what class we need here. We need a class navbar brand MB0 and H1. I'm gonna put that there. All right, need those classes. Oops, I have some extra things here. Do that. And this one I'm going to say widgets. Widgets, all right? And then we're going to have another link, which is a plus. Create a new widget. This one going to link to the widget chooser, right? Go to widget chooser. When you click plus, it can ask you which widget you want to choose to add. Add a heading, add an image, or adding a YouTube. So we're gonna have, let's go into the widget, choose the HTML. And this is going to be a plus icon. So I class is fa dash plus, it's plus icon. And that's it for the widgets navbar. All right, go back, get in, you link together. All right. Plus, I have nothing here yet. And now we're gonna start from the first widget. The first widget I have here is just a really big heading, and I have a clock icon and a hamburger icon. Let's create them. Let's create a div for everything we have here. This time I'm going to using a div class. We're not going to using container. We're going to use something similar. It's called container dash fluid. The difference is it's going to give you less space on left and right. For example, if I write container fluid. If I have a h1 here, say hello, you see it's just going to give you a little space here. If I change it to container, it's give you more space on left and right. Right? It's give you more space on left and right. And I think for the real page, I want to give the user more choices. They can put things on left most, and then also you can move things to the middle. We'll give the options to them. So we're going to use in container fluid. There's going to be more space on the page you can use. All right, I'm going to remove this hello just for test. And all our content will be in this container fluid. I'm going to start from the first widget, which is the heading widget. So I'm going to create div for that widget, put everything inside it. Let's say we're going to start from icons. Actually, we're going to start from the icons on the right side, and then create the content. So the way we do the icon, I actually going to put the two icons in a div, and then flow that div to the right. So it's going to be stay on the right of the two of the icons going to stay on the right of the page. So let's create a div inside it. Have two icons. Both of them are different links. The first one is links to edit. The second one is used to drag. The drag one, you just leave that doing nothing. We're gonna make that enable in the future. So the first one, it's a tag. It's going to, this is a heading widget. So that's going to go to the widget-heading. The HTML. It's going to widget heading HTML, and it's going to be an icon. Class is a cog icon, so it's going to be fa-cog. All right, and then we're going to add in a second thing. We can using a span here because it's not actually going to go anywhere. It's going to using for drag. Actually, we can just put the icon here. I don't even need the span. I just put the icon here. Class of it, I don't know. Let's check it out. Found awesome. I think it's a menu button or like a or hamburger button. I don't know. A menu. Yes, it's bars. Yes, called bars. You can use some other icon. Just make sure they make sense. Don't using some like a Chrome icon there. That makes sense at all. F is F for bars. I'm using that. Oops, copy. Let's just replace this one. Yeah, F is and F bars. Take a look of that. Where is that? Here. What? This is not a cog. What is that? FA. Oh, I have an extra dash. I'll always put the extra dash here. Yeah, cog and bar here. After that, after this div, we're gonna create our first the content of this widget, which is just a H1 here, really big title. Okay, just using M symbol, right? Feel free to put any title here. And now we're going to float these two guys to the right. I'm not sure is that going to work when I just say float right. Let's try it. Class is equal to float right. Is that going to work? Actually, it does. It does work. Right, float that to the right. So I have title on left, icon on right. Right. This one going to bring me to the widget heading. I don't have that yet, and this one just does nothing. I have the M symbol. Let's keep going. Let's go ahead and create our second widget. I'm going to copy this whole widget, and change this H1 into something else. Let's see what second thing we have. We have a paragraph here, right? A paragraph here. Actually, that's not a paragraph. That's a smaller heading. I think it's H3 or H2. It's just using H3 for this one. I'm going to put H3 here. I can just put some lorem, 10 words. It could be looks like this, and have the icon on the right. All right, let's keep going. Let's fix the indent a little bit. The indent is very important. It can help you to debug it. This one, like that. Yeah. So let's create our third. The third widget, because again I'm going to have two icons. All of them are going to have the same icons. Move that in a little bit. And this time we're going to have an image, right? So let's bring an image here, any image. Just make sure, let me know that you know how to add an image into the website. So this is going to be some M symbol image. Source of them, let me just get some image online. How about this image here? Can I use that? I don't think I can. I can just Google search M symbol images. I'm gonna use this one. Actually, not this one. This one, right? This one. M symbol image. Right click, copy image address, and put that into the source here. Why it's so long? No, not this one. Okay, open it. No, it's Facebook. I'm actually here. This image, copy image address. Still, this is not a good image. This is some data here. Let me looking for some better ones. Let's try this image here. Copy image address. Yeah, it's the same. It's gonna work, but just so long. It's gonna work. Just keep that one. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Yes, it actually works, but just very tiny. Is there any bigger ones I can use? Like this one. I actually have one on the msimba website, www.org. I'm gonna grab one from here, or like this one. No, this is not an image. Let's grab any images. This one from our Instagram. I cannot do that. It's not allows me to do this. That's annoying. Let's see. Event calendar. Let's try this image here. It's not an image. It's back. I'll copy image address. Maybe I can do that. I'm gonna replace this one. Is that big enough? Yeah, here we go. So I have image and I have the icon on the right. All right. And the next thing is going to be a paragraph. Let's bring a paragraph to it. Another widget. Let's copy. Oops. What's wrong with this one here? Why is it white color? Oh, it's too long. It's too long. Right. It's just gonna looking for a normal image. That's annoying. Some image. Like this. This one's definitely gonna work. Copy image address. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. It's still long, but it's much shorter. Maybe not. What? Did I copy the wrong one? Copy image address. Did I copy the address of it? Oh, this one is correct. All right, this time it's definitely gonna work. All right, it's definitely gonna work. All right, let's create a new one. This time I'm going to create a paragraph. So let's copy this widget. Let's replace this image with a paragraph. I'm going to fix the indent. Every time we copy, you're going to need to fix it a little bit. I'm going to replace the image. I'm going to change a paragraph here. Paragraph, lorem, 100 words, long paragraph. It's going to be look like that. Alright, that's good enough. Paragraph, or you can change part of them as a link if you want. Like change this part to the link from here to here. Just show you examples. Like href, let's go to www. http www.msimba.com. Let's create a link inside it. Right, this part becomes a link. Okay, that's going to bring me to the msimba website. Let's keep going. What else we need to add? Where's my assignment requirement? Just close it. It's here. Let's keep going. Let's adding a heading and a YouTube video. All right, so adding heading and a YouTube video. So I'm gonna copy this one. Fix the indent. Erase the paragraph. It's going to bring a heading this time. It's going to be H3. Lorem, 10 words. Heading after it. And I'm going to put a video after it. So let's create a video. Div. Let's copy two icons here. Fix the indent. Yeah, let's bring a YouTube video here. The YouTube video. To do that, that's actually easy. You can go to the YouTube. You can go to the YouTube. And for example, if I want to grab the this week's crash course. So this has some advertisement. Just wait for a few minutes. Yeah. So I want to bring this video. So I'm going to go to the share. I think you just embed it. You just copy the code here. It already provide the code for you. Just copy that. Put that into this div here. Put that in here. I think it's going to copy your video. Yeah, let's bring the videos here, can play it here. Yeah, but this video, the problem of it is won't be responsive. Like when the screen gets smaller, the size of the video won't change. Right? It's going to stay the same, the size of the video. To make it responsive, you can actually using Bootstrap. Bootstrap have such things. It's called like you just search for iframe, I believe, iframe, or embedded. So search for embed. It's gonna teach you how to make the embeds responsive. Right. So it actually suggests you to put iframe inside a div, which have two classes: embed responsive and embed responsive 16:9. Right. Gonna do the same thing. Gonna create that div. And put the iframe inside it. I'm gonna put the iframe inside it. I put the iframe inside it. And this iframe, I'm gonna actually remove the width and height of it. It's gonna be responsive. I think that's it. Let's take a look. So it's become the 100 width, but it's responsive depends on the screen. Alright, it's responsive depends on the screen. You actually can manually do it by yourself. Just set the width 100%. Then it's going to be responsive. Alright, that is a video. You can also make the image responsive. Right? You can also make the image responsive. It's the same thing. I think it's adding a div to it. The way is the image. Image is here. Adding a div. Actually, you don't have to add div. I think there's a class. It's called a class. I think it's called image fluid. I'm not sure if I'm correct. Maybe not. Let's take a look of that here. Image. The class called it's called image fluid. I think it's already fluid. Just it's gonna change depends on the screen. Let's take a look of that. So when the screen gets smaller, image gets smaller. Image is fluid. It is responsive. Yeah, it's a small picture, so. But you can still set the width of it to 100%. It's going to be bigger, but just maybe not that clear. Yeah, you can just feel free to add one more paragraph to it. Let's do it. Just make sure we know how to do it. So we can add in a div. Let's div for two icons on the right. And any paragraph. Lorem 100 word. Here we go. Actually, I see a problem here. I don't know if you see that. So, because the video is so big, it just covers the two icons on. Oh, I don't cover it. Just push it up to a little bit. Push it to here. You can just leave it like that. But if you want them to overlay each other, I can teach you how to do that. But this is fine if you just have this like that. If you want to have the icon overlay the video or like the paragraph over here, we actually cannot using float right here. We're gonna create something ourselves. The float right won't work. The CSS we need to do that is I can create that for you. You can use that. So for the widgets. We can create a class for it. We can call it icon right. Icon right. So to do it, we're gonna change the position into absolute. That means it's gonna absolute stay at the same place. And position, misspell it. Position. And also we're gonna say the right of it. Just going to be like a 15 pixel. So you're going to stay 50 pixel to the right. Actually, if you do not have it, it's already yeah, it's not gonna work. Just write 15 pixel. And we also change something called Z index. Z index. All the elements in your website going to have a Z index. The default number is 0. The bigger the number is, it's going to in front of you. Like for example, when there are two elements staying on each other, one of them have the index 1, another one we didn't change it, it's the index of 0. The index 1 going to in the front of the page. You're going to be able to see it. The index 0 going to be hiding by the index 1. Let's say an example. For example, when I say the index 1 here, let me bring that class to my widget list. Let's change the photo right to the index to the icon right. I'm going to change the photo right to all the photo right to the icon right. Icon right. Icon right. I can actually change all of them together. So change the search for float right. Change all of them into icon right. Replace all of them. Right. So I change all of them to icon right. So right now you can see we have two icons overlay on it. I have two icons overlay on it. If I change the index into like a -1, you cannot see it because it's hidden by the video. The video has the index 0, which is bigger than -1, right? So make it in the front. You're gonna make it bigger than 0. Right, it's gonna show you.
Put 2.
2 is also gonna show you, because the default one for auto element are 0. Anything bigger than 0 gonna be bring to the front. Right, and I can also see the background of it to be white, so it's gonna be some white color here. I can also
change the icon white.
Icon white? No, don't change the icon white. You cannot see it if you change the icon white.
Well, take the background off and change the icon to white.
What?
So that it pops up over the video.
Oh, you mean?
White.
But if you change the icon into white, there's some cases like these icons, they won't be available.
Yeah,
they won't be visible. So I think that's good enough, and I can just style it a little bit. For example, I can see border radius. Style it a little bit. Border radius. Border radius. 5 pixels is gonna be enough. 50% is too much, I think. It's going to be look like that, and then adding some padding to it. Just adding some padding to it, like 1 pixel, 5 pixel. Yeah, 2 icons here. Style it up to you. It doesn't matter. I think you can. Can I do that? Yeah, you can. So we have 2 numbers. It's gonna only change the radius for the top left and the bottom right. I want to change this to here. Let me see if I have more numbers. This one is for the left one. I also want to change this one here. I don't know which number is that. Let me try that. I think it's this one. Oh, it's this one. It's not. Maybe it's this one. 5 pixel. Here we go. So I just changed I just changed this to this one to 5 pixel, this one to 5 pixel, this 2 I just steal the 0. So it looks much better. Yeah, you can do like that. And so here there's some content hiding by the icon. It doesn't matter because this is just edit the page. When the other, like this is how the page is going to show into the developer itself. And when other users come, we're going to hide these 2 buttons. They cannot see that button because they are not able to move your stuff on your page, and they cannot edit your page. So they're not going to see those 2 icons here. Don't worry about the 2 icons for real showing. When the page is really alive for the others, they won't be able to see the 2 icons here. So it's fine when they overlay with something else, right? You can just using flow right. It's fine. Or if you want something like overlay, you can do the icon right as I did in this video. You can just using the style I use here. The last thing is a filter. We're gonna create a filter on the bottom. No, Widget-list, footer, footer. Oh, actually not div. Why do I put div? It should be nav, right? Nav, footer, class. Let's say nav bar, if I can remember them. Nav bar. What else? We have nav bar. We have nav bar light, BG light. Fix the bottom. I think that's it. That's all we need. And I'm gonna add in stuff to it. Let's add in let's see. We're gonna need 2 icons on the left and a user icon on the right. Make 2 on the left. Let's try if I add a div to here. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Let's try it. Add a div here. Then add an icon inside it. The first one is going to be you can just using icon here, right? Don't need to put need to make it as a link. Like this is one. It's going to be the button to publish your website. Like once you finish it, click that to publish the website. I'm gonna make that available in the future. Icon for publish. Let's go to the icons, looking for that play icon. I think that's a play icon. Play the video icon. This one here. We need to copy ff-play. That's the first icon. And the second icon is to take an overview of it. I just try to preview it. This is for preview. See how it's gonna look like when we publish it. It's preview. Let's copy the preview. It's looking for the eyes. I think it's eye. I don't know if we have that here. We do have it. Eye. We're using this one. It's a preview icon. We'll copy that. Put it after the play. Let me try. Let me take a look how it looks like. Right, we have 2 icons here, the eye and the play.
It's hard to see on that screen. Though.
It's hard to see here.
Only on the screen. There we go.
Yep. So I have 2 here, and it's adding the rest of it. The user icon on the right. So it's gonna be outside of the div and the a tag. Go to profile. /user profile, and I can remember the class for this. Class FAS fa-user. Here we go. Yeah, you can change that to blue color if you want. For example, you can create you can just using class called text primary. I think they have that. Change that to blue. Yeah, text primary. Change that to blue. You can see some text danger. I don't think you want to use using red color for that, but you can do that. Yeah, text primary for blue. And that is for the widget list. That's it for the widget list. Actually, we're gonna stop right here. That's gonna be enough. The widget chooser is very easy. It's just a navbar and the list and the footer. That's it. And for the edit, we're gonna do it tomorrow. We have 3 edit pages. We're gonna do it tomorrow. I'll do 1 for you, and you're gonna finish the rest 2. But these 3 are basically very similar. We're gonna do it tomorrow. And I'll upload the video. You can continue working on your assignment. All right.